What are you planning to do today? There's a galley tour on program at 10 a.m., I believe.
Really? That would be interesting.
Oh yes, it's very popular, madam. You get to see what goes on behind the scenes, and coffee and cake is served after the tour.
No, better not. I've scheduled a game of tennis with a friend at 10 a.m., and I don't want to cancel on her.
When will the food be ready? We've been waiting for a half hour.
I'm very sorry, but when you order something that is not on the main menu, it takes a little longer. It'll be ready in 10 minutes. Can I offer you something while you wait? Perhaps another drink?
Okay, I'll have another orange juice. What would you like, Joyce?
I'll have the same.
And can you hurry, please? We were also waiting 20 minutes for the last drink.
Here's your order, madam. A burger with a side order of French fries. I'm sorry it took so long, but we are rather busy at the moment. The chef is very busy.
But I ordered a tuna sandwich with side salad.
I'm sorry, madam. My mistake. I'll take this back and change it.
Oh, no, it's all right. That'll do instead. I can't be bothered to wait another half hour just for a sandwich.
It really was most unsatisfactory. My wife and I are no longer very young, and the heat on the bus was unbearable. And I'm amazed the bus didn't break down. They must have been at least 40 years old.
I'm very sorry, sir, but it does say on the excursion booking form that in some countries local buses are used, and that these are not always air-conditioned.
Well, you should use another tour operator then. The whole trip was an absolute nightmare. We had to lie down for several hours afterwards to recover.
Yes, sir, we'll look into the matter. In the meantime, please accept my sincere apologies and this voucher for a complimentary bottle of champagne by way of compensation.
Could we have room service for cabin 547, please?
Certainly, ma'am. What would you like to order?
Oh, something light. We seem to be eating so much on this cruise. I think we'll have to go on a diet when we get home. Perhaps a selection of cheese and biscuits for two, and some fresh fruit would be nice.
Anything to drink?
Yes, a couple of iced teas, please.
Okay. It will be with you in about 20 minutes.
Everything all right, ma'am? How is the steak?
Well, to be frank, it's a little rare for my taste. I don't mind lamb-cooked rare, but I'm not so keen on rare steak.
Would you like me to ask the chef to cook it a little more?
If it's no trouble. See how pink it is. I did ask for well done, you know.
Excuse me, we're looking for the Japanese restaurant.
Okay, the easiest way to get there is by continuing along this deck until you see the next set of stairs, then go down to the deck below. After that, turn right and continue past the theater. You'll find the restaurant on the left beside the health spa.
Thank you. It sure is easy to get lost on this big ship.
I'd like some red wine with my meal, but my wife prefers white. Is wine available by the glass?
All our house wines are all available by the glass, sir. And we also do Cabernet by the half bottle.
I only want one glass. In that case, I'll have a glass of the house Merlot and a glass of Chardonnay for my wife. Oh, and we'd like a bottle of sparkling mineral water as well, please.
Very good, sir.
It's my birthday next week, and my son in the UK would like to call me on the phone while I'm on board. Is that possible?
Yes, ma'am, no problem. He should dial the number 0800-917-7256, and then give your name and room number.
And is the call charged to my onboard account?
No, ma'am. The caller will be asked to provide a credit card number and expiration date. Calls cost $7 per minute no matter where the ship is at the time of the call.
I can't believe how much seafood the guests are going through on this voyage. You're going to need to order some more to be delivered at the next port.
What do you need to get?
I need 50 kilos of salmon and maybe 60 kilos of crab. No. Better make it 70 kilos of crab. I also need 85 kilos of lobster and about 100 kilos of king prawns. They're really popular with the guests.
Where have you been? You're late.
No, I'm not. It's only 2 o'clock.
It's 3 o'clock. We went through a time zone last night, remember? And the clocks went forward by 1 hour.
Oh, I completely forgot. I was working a late shift till midnight.
We need to get a move on. The VIPs will be on board at 7.
We'll have it done by then.
Yes, but the supervisor is coming to check everything at 4. And you know nothing's ever good enough for her.
I'm tired of eating and drinking in bars on this ship. Let's do something different tonight.
Okay, well, there's a famous jazz band from New Orleans playing in the lounge.
I don't really fancy that. They usually play boring old songs from the 1920s.
Well, what about the South American dance troupe? Their Argentinian tango is meant to be spectacular.
I quite like the sound of that, but if it's very popular and you've got to book in advance, I'm sure there won't be any seats left for tonight.
Why don't we go and see the famous American magician?
No, I saw him before he was famous, and I really don't want to see him again.
Well, that leaves us with the British comedian who won Britain's Got Talent.
Definitely not. I really don't get British humor. I can't stand comedians, and I don't like him at all. He's the worst to act on board. And besides, you know I'm terrified of clowns.
Well, in that case, it's another night in the bar, isn't it, darling?
Excuse me, is this supposed to be the spicy chicken I ordered?
Yes, sir.
Well, it's not very spicy and it's much too salty. I can't eat it.
I do apologize. I could replace it with the chili beef dish.
No, thank you. I'm Hindu, so I don't eat beef.
Oh, sorry, sir. In that case, may I recommend the Szechuan pork belly dish? That's the hottest dish on the menu.
Actually, I really fancy a lamb and cauliflower curry. I had it the other night and I really liked it.
I'm really sorry, but I'm afraid that's not on the menu tonight.
I suppose I'll have to make do with the pork.
Excuse me, do you have a selection of vegetarian dishes?
Certainly, ma'am. Here's the menu. All the dishes marked V are vegetarian. And today's special is tomato and red pepper tart with a spicy cucumber salad.
Will the spicy salad blow my head off?
No, I don't think so. But if it's a problem, we can give you a...
Why am I being charged for the excursion to Istanbul? I cancelled it at the last minute because my husband wasn't well at the time.
I'm sorry, madam, but you cancelled after bookings had already closed. In that case, we can't refund the cost of the excursion.
But it wasn't our fault. My husband was too ill to go on shore.
I'm sorry, madam, but it's company policy. I expect you'll be able to claim the money from your travel insurance, providing you have a doctor's certificate.
Darn it, I'm going to be late for my appointment.
Can I help you, madam?
I'm looking for the beauty salon. I thought it was around here somewhere, but I can only see the souvenir store.
The beauty salon is 1 deck below, madam. Go down the main staircase here, then turn right, and the salon is halfway down the corridor on your left, next to the gym.
Everything alright, ma'am? How is the steak?
Well, to be frank, it's a little rare for my taste. I don't mind lamb cooked rare, but I'm not so keen on rare steak.
Would you like me to ask the chef to cook it a little more?
If it's no trouble. See how pink it is? I did ask for well done, you know.
I want my mom.
Are you lost? Oh, don't worry, pet. We'll find your mummy. What's your name?
Jimmy Spencer.
Okay, Jimmy, let's go to the front desk and find out which cabin you're staying in. Can you take my hand?
Okay. I
want my mom.
I don't believe it. It's pouring. I could have stayed at home in England if I wanted rain.
Don't worry, madam. It's just a short tropical shower. The sun will be out again within the hour. It rarely rains all day at this time of year.
That's a relief.
Thank you for your excellent service throughout our cruise.
It's great to meet someone who takes so much pride in their work. And it was really nice the way you left the chocolate on her pillow every night.
I'm just doing my job, ma'am.
Well, thank you for everything. I hope you'll accept this small gift as a thank you.
Oh, what a beautiful necklace. Thank you so much.
Come on, John. Have you seen the time? We'll be late for our train.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can I get by?
Sure, sorry for being in the way. Those look like heavy trays. How do you carry so much without dropping it? You must be exhausted by the end of the day when the ship's so busy.
It takes practice. You need quite strong arms. But the most important thing is to keep your balance, especially when the sea's a bit choppy. Excuse me, ma'am.
I can't believe how much seafood the guests are going through on this voyage. You're going to need to order some more to be delivered at the next port.
What do you need to get?
I need 50 kilos of salmon and maybe 60 kilos of crab. No. Better make it 70 kilos of crab. I also need 85 kilos of lobster and about 100 kilos of king prawns. They're really popular with the guests.
Why have you got a massive bottle of hand sanitizer on the table?
Don't you know? All crew are required to have a hand sanitizer in their cabins. It's part of the virus prevention procedures. Oh no, we haven't got any bleach left. We need to disinfect the whole cabin. I'll see if they got any in the next cabin.
Where's the bar of soap gone from the bathroom?
I didn't think the block of soap was very hygienic, so I've thrown it out. I was gonna replace it with antiseptic hand wash.
Well, you might have waited till I've been to the toilet. That's not exactly hygienic, is it?
Has anyone handed in my mobile phone?
What make is it, sir?
A Samsung.
I'll just have a look. No, there's no mobile phone here. Can you remember where you lost it?
Well, I had a lot to drink last night. I started in the piano lounge where I had a few cocktails at happy hour. I know I had it on me then, as I remember taking down the phone number of a very attractive woman. Then I went to the Tropicana bar and had a few glasses of champagne. I know I had it there too, as I took some selfies with some of the other guests. And then I went and had a few beers in the pool bar. I must have had it there as I was putting photos on Instagram. And I finally ended up in the casino where I had a steak sandwich to try and sober up. I must have left it there, I guess.
Can you seat me at a different table tonight? Last night it was truly dreadful. Do you know what they were talking about on my table? Well, I'll tell you. They were talking about their golf handicaps. So utterly boring.
Oh dear. Which table was that, ma'am?
It was table 31. I simply refuse to sit there again tonight.
Well, we have a free seat on table 13.
Which one is that?
It's that one over there.
With all those women? Absolutely not. I don't want to sit with a crowd of women. I want to sit with men, and preferably rich single men. What about that table over there? Number 21. It's all men. I think they need a lady to join them, don't you?
I'm not sure about that, ma'am. They're all on the cruise with their male partners.
Oh, typical.
Don't worry, ma'am. Tomorrow night, I'll make sure you sit at the captain's table. That's number